Good afternoon, everyone. Today is Thursday, December 13th, 2018, and today I want to talk a little bit about futures rollover as it will be occurring tomorrow. And what's going to happen is the front month, the current contract of the futures markets, the current contract is December. We have 4 months as it pertains to the index futures. So those contracts are good for uh, January, February, and then March is an expiration, June, September, and December. So now being in December, instead of the December contract being the front month where all the volume is, tomorrow we're going to move, that volume is going to shift and it's going to move into the March contract. So currently we're in the December of 2018, and then the Friday before expiration, today is sort of the time between today, Thursday, and tomorrow, Friday, a week before the contract expires, which is always the third Friday of the month, is futures rollover. So let me pull up the calendar here. So today uh, we're at the second Thursday, and if we go 1, 2, 3, the 21st is going to be expiration. You've got options expiration as well as futures contract expiration. And again, those months, March, June, September, December, they're annotated as HMUZ. So the current symbol, ticker symbol, with most platforms, like my Thinkorswim platform here, I just have \ES, and that will pull up whatever the front month is. But I can come in here, and if I start typing, there we go, ES, I can pull up different contracts based on that symbol. So currently we're in ESZ8, Z being December, 8 being the last number, 2018. We're going to be moving tomorrow to ESH9. And you can see futures, E-mini S&P 2019 March contract. So if you are on a platform like Thinkorswim where you just have \ES, make sure if your trading ladder is a different platform, make sure that you're looking at the March chart and the March trading ladder. You don't want to, accidentally have the December contract up on your trading ladder, but then the March chart up where you're looking at, because those charts are going to differ. So if I go ESZ8, that's what we're at right now. Obviously, nothing's going to change. 18 used to just be 8, and now you got to put the 1 in there, with at least in the TOS platform. But the standard is the symbol, so ES, YM, NQ. And then most platforms, you need the / first. And then the contract month, which December is Z. And then the last number of the year, 8. And Thinkorswim just has the last 2 digits of the number. So ESZ18 gives us, let me put on the 24 hours. So we get the current price, 26.44, and this is an odd number because it's on a tick chart here. If I come over and change this to H19, you can see they differ, 48.13. So you don't want to have your charts reading 1 month and then your trade ladder reading the other month. So with charts, most of the time it's just \ in the symbol, but on like Infinity, which is what I use for order execution, you need to pull down the next contract from the drop down, and so make sure those two line up. And the time between tomorrow Friday and expiration Friday, It can be a little bit screwy. You've got two contracts trading, but the volume, more of that volume should be in the March contract. That's what essentially rollover means. The volume is shifting from the current front month to the next front month, which December moves to March. But that also means that there's two contracts trading, so traders are kind of split between two contracts. Some traders, if they're not day trading, maybe it's a hedge fund that has a longer term position as a hedge in the ES, and now they have to close that position in December and then reopen it in March. And so some of the price action that occurs in this week, it can be a little bit strange and not usually quite as technical on these rollover weeks. So just tread lightly, double check your contracts, and tread lightly is what I would say for next week. Um, we're also, we've got the big daily short above us that we've traded into three times. This week we came down, pierced the swing low, but then rallied with this hammer, and then came up close to the next retracement short. We can also draw a retracement long, one of two ways from the two highs, or from the high uh, yesterday, and then from the high on the 11th. So either one of those, Tuesday or Wednesday, gave a pullback. So we're kind of in the middle of the 250s. We've got these slightly bigger body candles here with opposing tails, and then today another inside bar. So we can kind of go either way at this point. Rolling over the target would put us below that low again, 20 down at 25.50. If we move higher, I would expect us to just move up to this 27.74 again. So, anything can happen, but I'm not going to make any huge plays next week. I mean, we're coming down to the end of the year. If I pull up the calendar again, we've got basically one full week of trading, and then the next week is chopped up with the Christmas holiday and then New Year's and that week. Those 2 weeks are usually very, very quiet. So not a whole lot to do here in the next couple weeks. It's a good time to kind of regroup. If you go to EminiMind.com and search trading goals, exercises, in the search box, I've got a post all about, some end of year exercises. You can review your trades and some things that I like to do to kind of get myself prepared for the new year. It's also a good time to kind of take a step back, look at the bigger picture, look at your net worth, your bigger plan, and just kind of reassess how trading fits into that plan. I am starting to schedule some folks for mentoring apprenticeship program for 2019 starting in January. So if you're interested in kind of doing an apprenticeship with myself, feel free, shoot me an email, tim@eminimind.com. We can talk about that and see if maybe that's an option worth considering. Other times, it's just a matter of kind of putting together a roadmap that you can follow for the next year. I don't really like goals that are tied to dollar amounts when it comes to trading, such as, I want to be making $200 a day, or I want to grow my account from, $5,000 to $10,000 by the end of the year. Those are kind of sort of in the back of my mind goals, but those aren't the ones that I put the emphasis on. Being able to, develop consistency in executing your trades very well, managing your positions well, goals that are around those types of things will really help keep the focus on the right things intraday. Because if you start putting goals out there that are just number or money based, and you have a goal to make $200 a day or $500 a day, then on not so good days like yesterday and even today, you end up forcing trades, and usually that ends up you dig a bigger hole. Um, Earlier this week, Monday, Tuesday was yeah, that's all I'll say about that. I guess just a little bit blah. But Monday, Friday of last week, Thursday of last week, I think even Wednesday of last week, I had some, really great trades, and so they come in spurts of a couple days at a time. Might be really good, and you want to be able to, you know, assess, okay, are there going to be good opportunities? Is this a day I want to be active in the markets, or is this a day I should be pulling back and being a little bit more conservative? And just by being able to manage the types of days, you can really set yourself up for success. To be trading on the good days and then just having zero trades on choppy rough days, that can do a huge number on your trading and kind of help shift things from uh, treading water or losing money to getting some consistency. It might not look like, or you might not think of consistency in that way, where some days you're trading a lot, some days you're not trading at all, but it's that consistency of always keeping your net worth going up and to the right, sort of thing, growing your trading going up and to the right on a monthly basis, maybe not so much on a daily basis, and just reminding yourself that it's okay to not place a trade. I'd rather have a day where I've got no trades or just a couple of scratch trades than dig myself in a hole because I'm trying to make a dollar amount and just taking trade after trade after trade and just digging myself a big hole. So I hope a couple little nuggets in there, end of year goals as well as futures rollover and the apprenticeship program as well. If you have questions, feel free. I'm always available to answer questions. Tim at EminiMind.com. Thanks everyone and have a great rest of your week.